Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, my group and I want to present about McDonald in international business. So first of all, I want to introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad Haikal Daniel bin Muhammad Haimi. Nama matrik 10DLS 20F 1024. Ada group members introduce yourself.
And my name is Muhammad Farizan bin Mansur. My metric number 10DLS 20F1013 and next.
And my name is Muhammad Zakuan bin Mazin, 10 DLS 20F 1032.
My name is Muhammad Farizan bin Azori. My metric number is 20L1036.
My name is Muhammad Nasrul bin Shamsuri, metric number 10DLS 20F1028.
So we're going to start our presentation with Azrul first. So
Okay.
carry on.
So, this is table of content. First, executive summary. 2, overview the company. 3, control challenge. 4, how to handle a phosphate cultural dimension. 5, move of entry and strategies. And 6, argument to handle the different in international business. Okay, next slide. Okay, first, executive summary. McDonald is one of the best known brands worldwide. The case study show we will focus about the cultural environment of McDonald's. McDonald's organization culture support the company industry positioning goals. As the biggest player in the global fast food restaurant market, McDonald's use its organization culture to attract customers and qualify employees. A firm organization culture defines the traditions, habits, and values that influence worker behavior. To ensure business efficiency in production and service, McDonald's organizational culture encourages learning. In a way, the continuing evolution of the organization reflects the firm's defensive in applying in its corporate culture to achieve the desired level of human resources capabilities. This condition highlights the significance of organizational culture as a success factor in McDonald's organization business. Next slide. Overview of the company. McDonald's Corporation is an American fast food company founded in 1940 as a restaurant operated by Richard and Maurice McDonald in San Bernardino, California, United States. Their characteristic their business as a hamburger stand and later turned the company into a franchise with the Golden Arch logo being introduced in 1943 at a location in Phoenix, Arizona. McDonald's is the world's biggest restaurant chain by revenue, serving over 69 million customers daily in over 100 countries across 37,855 outlets as of 2018. Heartthrob McDonald's is best known for its hamburger, cheeseburger, and fresh fries. They also feature chicken products, breakfast items, soft drink, milkshake, wrap, and desserts. According to the report published in 2018, McDonald's is the world's second largest private employer with 1.7 million employees. The McDonald's Land Commission alongside the character were dropped from McDonald's advertising in 2023, but Ronald McDonald is still seen in commercials sent in Happy Meal toys. Okay, we go to restaurant.
Okay, I will present about the McDonald Culture Challenge. Next. Okay, firstly, the McDonald's Corporation needs to face culture challenge when entering the other countries' market. Company has made research and then developed its product. Its most recent locations have been India and China. McDonald's introduced veggie burger and other additional traditional Indian dishes such as samosa, dosa, vada, and so on. McDonald's also introduced vegetarian burger to adapt in India. In the China, McDonald's has placed more of an emphasis of beef, which is a luxury item to some customers. The firm has introduced and heavily advertised beef burgers such as the Quarter Pounder. The key factors of McDonald's success in different countries are adaptation as well as innovation. For example, McDonald's menus are offered quickly and cheaply to meet the human needs combined with the workforce and growing population of teenagers nowadays. Second, join the latest trends by bringing the American way of life to several countries around the world by adapting to the social settings of each country. They enter through franchising to local entrepreneurs. Third, the company's innovation continues through additional products such as healthy drinks and high-quality coffee, competing directly with local cafes and coffee shop chain Starbucks. Fourth, enhance the company's corporate image by introducing a quick and easy strategy by tailoring product listing based on trends in the food industry. McDonald's is renovating their restaurant to get a unified and up-to-date environment with a natural dining look and feel. The concept they introduced is supported by offering natural and healthier elements through the addition of vegetables such as carrots, fruits, and salads. Next. Adaptation strategy. This strategy, McDonald's adapt to the needs of the consumers as required by the cultures of specific countries. This strategy enables the fast food chain to have a wider reach worldwide. The strategy does require higher communication and production costs. Fourth, the company's marketing mix is likewise flexible in order to tailor it to the local market requirements in terms of location of distribution, promotions, plans, and pricing. Next. Okay, how McDonald's fares and adapts in others country. McDonald's strategies likewise employ other strategic marketing tactics such as segmentation and experimentation or product testing. Comparing the strategies for the American market and the Japanese market, for example, you will see a big difference. In United States, McDonald's spends the biggest slice of their budget. The company does many new product trials and innovation in home countries, where it has the biggest audience. For Japan, the company's ad campaigns are widely different. The Japanese ads focus on adults as well as children with some features that are unique to the local culture. Next. So this is the example of culture. For Malaysia, all the menu is halal and the menu that has a pork replaced with a fish, and then Malaysia prefer rice over bread and spicy meals. For India, they prefer beef replaced by chicken. Maharaja Mac is the local version of the standard Big Mac, and grilled veggie burger, McTiki and McVeggie. For Japan, McDonald's in Japan retained the menu for the US market, but slowly it replaced added menu items to cater to Japanese preference. For the Switzerland, they prefer McRaclette, a beef sandwich with raclette cheese, unique raclette sauce, and onions and gherkin pickles. For Morocco, pita bread sandwich are available. They use traditional spices such as coriander and cumin. McDonald's also offers special menu for Ramadan. And the last, the meal consists of a Big Mac, meat dates, and traditional Moroccan soup. That's all from me. Thank you. Next.
Okay, next, I will present about how to handle hosting culture dimensions in McDonald's. What is hosting culture? Jig hosting research give us insight into other cultures so that we can be more effective to understand the differences in culture across countries and to listen the ways that business is done across different culture. These 5 dimensions are below. The first is power distance. It is the extent which the less powerful members of organization and institution like the family accept and expect that power is distributed unequally. Second, individualism vs collectivism. This dimension consider the degree to which societies are integrated into groups and their perceived obligations and dependence on groups. It is the degree to which individuals are integrated into group. Okay. Next, third, masculinity vs femininity. The masculinity vs femininity dimension is also referred to as tough vs tender and consider the preference of society for achievement attitude. It refers to the distribution of role between the genders, which is another fundamental issue for any society to which a range of solutions found. And for the last, uncertainty avoidance. This index considers the extent to which uncertainty and ambiguity are tolerated. This dimension considers how unknown situations, unexpected events are dealt with. It deals with a society's tolerance for uncertainty and ambiguity, long-term versus short-term orientation, also known as Confucian dynamism. Okay, that's all from me. We will go to the next slide.
Okay, now I will explain about mode of entry and strategies. McDonald Corporation is the world's biggest fast food restaurant chain. It can be found in over 120 countries with approximately 35,000 outlets, the majority of which are franchise. The company provide a breakdown of their ownership type, like franchises, licensing, and wholly owned, which is direct investment. Burger, French fries, Coke, shake, ice cream, and other dessert items are the mainstay of the fast food restaurant. McDonald's reputation has been built on the success of its global marketing campaign over the years. For itself, it chose the appropriate entry mode and foreign marketing strategy. So, first mode of entry used by McDonald's is licensing. Manufacturing companies, by the way, next slide. Okay. Number one is licensing. Manufacturing companies are the most likely to use the licensing technique. A local player in the country is granted a license to manufacture the company product. This local player, which is the local citizen, can sell the company product and under the company brand's name. The licensed business pay the licensor company an annual royalty for using its production technology and brand name. For example, it has been a few big brand using the licensing for their mode of entry, like Reebok, to reach the new market. So the benefit of licensing mode for entering a new market is that it reduces the company's direct investment in the new market. The license make the majority of the investment. So it's also have a danger in licensing, which is the licensor lose control over the quality of the product and service. If the licensee product and service quality fall short of the customer requirement, the licensor company brand reputation will suffer. Next slide. And the next is franchising. Franchises account for almost 3/4 of McDonald's restaurant, with franchise accounting for about 57% of all McDonald's locations. In reality, the company franchise are so well known that the word is often used interchangeably with McDonald's. Third-party franchises run the restaurant, but McDonald's corporate handle the bulk of promotional ad and menu selection and brand direction. Corporate assesses marketing and franchising costs to be charged by the owner similar to other franchising operation. McDonald has the right to pay rent on the land on which the building stands on extra charge the organization receives. Okay, next slide. Okay, now the third is direct investment, which is wholly owned. McDonald corporate run only small percentage of its store, which is less than 20%, the majority of which are in the United States and the United Kingdom. Interestingly, although the company has a limited number of wholly owned outlets, McDonald corporate own and operate 70% of the store in the United Kingdom. According to a recent announcement from the current CEO, the company intends to reduce the number of company corporate restaurant even further to about 10%. A trend that the industry as a whole is seeing in order to minimize the risk. Their store enable McDonald's to test new business model and practice, allowing the company to retain leverage and understanding of its different market without relying on franchise input. The store generate of a sizable portion of sale for the organization, but they do so at a cost on of which is the cost of running the store. Next slide. Okay, last one is global market entry strategy of McDonald's. When entering a new national market, McDonald's will make direct investment. It will open restaurants that are owned and run by the company. In addition, it is looking to expand by franchising. We can see in United States, McDonald's will train the franchises at its training facility at Hamburger University in Oak Brook, Illinois, Chicago. The franchise holder are trained in management of McDonald's restaurant. McDonald's generate revenue from sale of company-owned and operate store, royalty paid by franchises, and lease paid by franchises of restaurant where McDonald's own the property. McDonald's has always placed a high priority on providing highly uniform and standardized goods and service in all of restaurants around the world. This is accomplished by the company global market penetration strategy. It invests indirectly in new market in order to open company operate leadership store in this country. So that's all from me. We move to the next slide. Continue by Farizwan.
Okay. Okay, I will talk about argument to how McDonald handle the difference in international business. Okay. The key factor for McDonald's success in different countries are adaptation as well as innovation. The company comes out with variety of service and product catering to the needs of the consumer market that is widely diverse, basing their offering on consumer demography, local and economic factor. For example, McDonald's offers fast and low price menu to cater to women join the labor force and increasing teenage population in the 119 seat. And second, McDonald's also joined the trend of going global in the 1917 by bringing the American way of life to several countries around the world by adapting the social setting of every country they enter via franchising to local entrepreneurs. Thirdly, the company innovation continues through additional products such as healthy drinks and coffee of high quality, competing directly with local coffee and coffee house chain Starbucks. Next slide. And lastly, I will talk about conclusion. I can roll it out and that say that McDonald has been successful in operating within the food service industry through efficient strategies and quality standards which enable them gain competitive advantage. As evidenced by its international market growth, McDonald has already been efficient in gain entry even in the most challenging market like China and India. Through strong sense of quality service and customer satisfaction, McDonald was able to offer its products were modified to suit the China and India's taste and preference. Affordable price were implemented, effective promotion and offer were done. These are some of strategies involved in the company business strategy which allowed McDonald to gain the China and India support. Despite this success, the company should take into consideration the growing level of competitiveness in the food service industry. For example, in China, several foreign fast food chains offering similar products are also being supported by the China consumer. Consistent strategies change in the necessary to ensure that the company would sustain their competitive advantage. In conclusion, McDonald has been successful because of the value the company gives for its customer. Hence, despite the controversial beginning of McDonald in Britain, the company managed to adaptation its people culture needs. In that, McDonald is a learning organization on that is willing to learn and open to change. That's all from me, and thank you for hearing our group.